Welcome to Thriving Tribesmen. My name is Corey, your host, and I'm excited to be making this episode. So I'm recording this episode with a new mic, so I'm testing it out. So hopefully I can release this and it's got a better sound. Um, I've got the new mic and I've got some studio lighting and all sorts. And this was in preparation of really starting to double down on video creation. And to be honest with you, it's been very difficult because I've been sort of suffering some imposter syndrome. Am I good enough? And I look at other guys that are within the space that are doing similar content, and they're so good, they're so articulate. So there's a bit of me that feels a little bit of fear, and I know it's just me because I'm there's part of me that feels like I'm just the young pup that is coming in. But like anything else, until I start acting, I'm never going to get very good at it. And it's a very important lesson that I learned that, especially when podcasting, if and if you go back to my first 50 episodes, they were absolute rubbish. And I'm not saying that right now they're absolutely perfect. I still stumble and I still listen to myself. I think, oh God, why did I say it that way? And why is it that I'm not as articulate? So I'm really self-critical in terms of even just my podcast at the moment. But at the same time, now I'm having to go on video, so I'm thinking about the lighting and trying to get it all together. And I was thinking about getting polished videos in terms of, because I see some people when they make the videos, it's like, so articulate, so they own to the points, and it's so amazing. So there's a part of me that was making this episode just to show you that it's okay to be afraid. It's okay. It's just a normal thing that most people do, but nothing great ever happens without some pain. And I might have to go through the learning process, which might be painful in terms of video creation. And I've been thinking about this because I noticed that before when I made some videos, making a one take was very difficult, but for me, it's going to be necessary to make one take videos. So, especially when I'm doing Reels, which is a 60-second video, it's going to be very important for me to do those one take videos instead of making multiple takes and then trying to edit it. I don't have the time to do so. And that means I might have to employ somebody to do so, which is, again, a cost that I don't want because I would rather be using the money on ads and getting people within to our sales process. So, in terms of where we're going, yes, that's where I'm going to be going. I've got a nice handle on creating podcasts, and I've got a nice momentum, and so I'm going to maintain that. But now we're having to include video, and part of it is the fact that I'm just putting myself out there so I can make myself accountable. So by declaring that I'm going to be doing it, then I feel the pressure to have to do it. So, and again, this is a valuable thing when it comes to just life in general. I think sometimes just declaring it and making yourself accountable and just giving yourself that goal that you're going to do it, and then telling people that you're going to do it, because sometimes we try and hide it, and by hiding it, when you fail, you almost fail quietly, and you're more susceptible to failing because nobody knows it, and you don't have that little pressure. When you sort of shy away and not do it, then nobody ever knows. So you never feel the pain of never not doing it. So I want to feel the pain of not being able to execute, so I can execute, because I know this is the important part of the next phase of where we're going. As you know, for especially for the Free Ignited Men program, I'm going to need to have eyeballs. Um, our brand needs to start going out there, and I see all the information that's being put out there by other people that are within my space, and how destructive it is for relationships. So it's my time to come in, really smash people out of the park, because the stuff that we're teaching is a lot of it now. The guys, some of them are copying it, so which is a good thing. I love the fact that they're now taking some of our information and making it their own, which is quite fascinating. But that in itself is a good sign that we have to start going out there and give people the real thing. So it's not this diluted version of something. It's not an imitation of this information. I think coming from the horse's mouth, as they say, will be much better in terms of where we're going. So for Reignited Men, we're gonna be doing more videos. And I'm, like I said, I'm doing this so not to boast or to show you or to show off or anything. I'm just saying this so I can be made accountable by you guys. So again, if you start expecting videos and start seeing videos, there's at least uh, since the last there's a post or this podcast episode that I did where I was challenging you guys to step up and do more in terms of what you're doing in your life. I thought I was going to lose followers, but it seemed to have increased followers. So we've been hitting at least 250 people that are listening to every episode. So I think that there will be some value to having some video and getting you guys to listen to podcast, but as well as the videos, so I can actually walk you through some of the charts that I actually create. There's quite a lot of visual aids that I use in order to understand my concepts. So it's for some of you guys that are visual learners, it's going to be something that's going to be powerful for you guys, so you can see some of the way I think in terms of from a diagram perspective. So again, thank you very much, guys, for your support, and thank you for everything that for listening continuously. Uh, I wake up always surprised that there's people that are out there that take the time in the day to actually listen to what I have to say, and in turn, I hope it's not just you listening. I'm hoping that you taking action on some of the things that we're talking about, because for me, that's what's more fulfilling. I would rather um, you never listen to me again, but take the stuff that you've learned and went and implemented it, because that's where I want you guys to win. I want you guys to win in life. And like I said, a lot of times it's going to be uncomfortable, and like I'm feeling uncomfortable about going into video, and I'm nervous, I'm scared, and there's going to be people that are going to say negative things, and there's people that are going to try and embarrass me. There's people going to question my credibility. There's people that are going to do all of that, and I know that's to come. But nobody's done anything great without having some resistance or you know, some resistance, and this is what I'm expecting, and probably the reason why I'm sort of fearing to moving forward. But like I said, I think I have to now do this. It's a requirement for the next step into reignited men. So that's me sharing uh, my thoughts and sharing my fears, and hopefully that also serves as a uh, something for you guys, because again, it's easy for me to be speaking and telling you guys how to do stuff and share all these concepts. Sorry for the background noise. Somebody's driving. I'm about to pick up my daughter, but it's quite easy for me to share all of this stuff and just make it seem like I'm strong and I'm I'm bulletproof. But I think there's value to showing you that I'm just like everybody else that fears and that's got insecurities. I've got, and I have to work myself through all of that in order to achieve my goals and live this life the way I choose, in terms of really making an impact on the world. And this has always been my dream, and it's always what I've always wanted to do. So and again, thank you guys again for just making this a reality. I know there's only like 250 of you guys that are listening at the moment, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be thousands and hopefully millions, and we can just change generations to come. So changing the world, making marriages great again, making relationships great again, especially when they're in the society where there's so much conflict. So again, we're very excited to be, in fact, very excited and privileged to be uh, the voice for getting people back to where things should be. So thank you very much again. See you guys soon. Take care.